Yes, it is. It's that time. Happy Friday. It's the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live show. This is Lord Skunk from lordskunk.com hanging out with you. We are 2 days away from the special live broadcast we're going to be doing on Sunday, which is the 1-year anniversary of the day that I created this YouTube channel. So that is pretty cool. So make sure you come back again on Sunday at 8:30. I know it's Walking Dead Day, but DVR, it's all good. Come back and hang out with us live on Sunday, February 19th, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, just like we do on Fridays. We're going to have a special live broadcast. So all kinds of good stuff. Thank you to everybody that's hanging out in the chat, blowing it up. What's up to Twitch, YouTube, Mob Crush. I can't even name all the different streaming sites we're on. There are like 10 or 12 different streaming sites. I can't keep track of them all. So thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you if you're listening to the podcast of this. What is up, man? Friday. We got my boy McLeod in the house with us. We got Tequila Talon there. I think Remon's gonna be popping in here in a few minutes. So
Vegas, baby.
Yeah, from Vegas. What's up, man? We're gonna get into that here in just a minute. So what's up? What's going on in Vegas?
Just had a little galactic water drinking game.
Well, has somebody had a couple drinks today? No,
Or two.
or two, maybe 2 or 3 drinks today. Talon sure sounds like a chick. Doesn't he sound like a chick? Sounds a lot like Cheeky Cutie. Talon picked up a New Zealand accent. It sounds like. Yeah, if you're all gonna be partying in Vegas, you need to get on that Wi-Fi, man. You guys couldn't upgrade for $20 a day for Wi-Fi. Come on, get your head in the game. You guys are breaking up really bad. So try to fix that, please, as soon as possible. So what's up to everybody in the chat? Man, thanks for hanging out on this special Friday. I'm so excited. We got so much good stuff. We got the Sith are rising. They're rising up. So we got a lot to go over. So as we start off every live show, thank you to all of our patrons. Support the live show and content starting at $1 measly a month and get special Discord statuses. I got Homer, who's one of our patrons, Doctor Who, who's one of our patrons, hanging out with us in the live chat. Details over at lordskunk.com/support. Now we are in talks with our sponsors to get even more special discounts, promos, free gifts, goodies, all kinds of stuff for our patrons. So make sure you get over and do that. We just released a new sponsor level patron recently. We do have some additional sponsor level patrons. So I'm proud to announce today. You can have your URL, your YouTube link, your ally code, whatever, promote on the live shows. Get a special shout out. Big shout out to Stephen King, Doctor Who, Coldplay, and Sprizzle. What's up, bros? Thank you for the support. Again, details over at lordskunk.com/support. We are currently at 50 of 75 patrons until our next goal. Help us reach that goal. That goal is we're going to get that webcam up. We're going to get that webcam so we can do the live webcams during the videos and live shows and all the other good stuff. So really appreciate those bros that support us to the sponsor patrons. Appreciate all of our new patrons that we gotten recently. Appreciate all of our old OG patrons. It's amazing. The live show is brought to you by Gamefly. Get 1 month free for all lordskunk.com viewers when you sign up for Gamefly today at lordskunk.com/Gamefly. That is what's up. Congrats to Team Skunk Pie into his owl for pushing the top of the leaderboards this month. Also, big shout out to the 12 plus, 4 more Team Skunk Guilds have made it to the top 200 of the leaderboard so far this month. That is amazing. If you have not joined a Team Skunk Guild, we have Team Skunk Guild. I get this all the time, Remon. I get this question all the time. People, they say, oh, I'd love to join Team Skunk. I just don't know if I have a good enough roster. Listen, we got guilds for everybody. McLeod, what do we got? Like 55 Galaxy Heroes guilds or more now? I can't remember. 55 or something like that?
Yeah, I think we're pushing 60.
60. 60 freaking guilds. So if you were thinking about being in a Team Skunk guild, but you thought you weren't good enough, listen, we created these guilds so everybody had a place that they could join an organized, well-oiled machine guild. We always thought we'd have 3 or 4 guilds. We end up with 60 now.
I think we're at 12 AAT heroic guilds.
More than that. Last update we did last week, I think it was 14 or 15. Is it 20? I can't remember. We got so.
I think we might be 19 or 20.
19. We got so many freaking Team Skunk people slaying General Grievous and his droid army. It's not even funny.
We got at least 4 We got at least 4 times more than any other community out there.
Oh, period, hands down. But if you're not in a Team Skunk guild and you're in another guild, that's cool too. But if you are looking, if you're in a guild and you're not really finding that home or that camaraderie, then head over to Team Skunk and check it out. You're always welcome to do so. Help celebrate the 1-year anniversary, which I said will be 2 days from now. 2 days will be the 1-year anniversary of the LordSkunk.com YouTube channel. So not even a year ago this channel was created. Not even a year ago. That is crazy. Cloud City 7 has partnered with us to give away a $100 shopping spree on their site. Make sure you guys get in and enter to win that at lordskunk.com/promo. Get in there. You have until 9 p.m. Eastern time on Sunday to get your entries and your bonus daily entries in. So head over to lordskunk.com/promo. Special live show again will be this Sunday, February 19th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We got so much stuff to go through today. We're going to have even more stuff to go over. So much has happened this week. I saw somebody post in the chat when it got on. It was Johnny 8-Ball, something like that. I can't remember. Sorry if I didn't say the name right. I apologize. I saw when I first started the live show, you said something. So much has happened this week. So much has happened this week. And we're going to have 2 shows to be able to go through all of it. So that's what's up, man. Enter to win and come back daily and get in for those drawings. Again, it's lordskunk.com/promo. You got to get in for that. There's some cool designs. We've got more designs coming. Also, we got people within the Team Skunk community having over 4,000 members. Oh, by the way, I see Dartron's in the chat. Dartron will be here on Sunday. Dartron will be here guest spotting on Sunday during the special live show.
We need to get Yo-Yo Yoda in for the
reach out to him, see if you could track him down. He's probably whaling it up over in Force Arena now or something. Who knows? Who knows? He's probably got the biggest roster or the biggest account over there now. Who knows? We don't know. But if you track him down, let me know. All right, and because we have over 4,000 or 5,000, I don't know how many members we got in Team Skunk. We are the largest guild in the world, by the way. We got so many. We actually have, I think he's the president or the CEO. I'm not sure which one he is. But one of our members is with a company called Crazy Richard's Peanut Butter Company. Okay, he has offered to give away even more items away on the live show on Sunday. So big shout out to them. Crazy Richard's Peanut Butter Company their only ingredient is 100% peanut butter in their peanut butter. So that's good. I didn't know that. I didn't know that people put other stuff in there. So that's good. They're one of the only ones to do 100% peanut. So I'm going to switch to them. I didn't even know that that there was other crap within peanut butter. So theirs is more of a healthy version.
What is that? I'm really curious as to what else is in peanut butter.
I don't know. There's like a video on their website. If you go to this website, this is like a little screen cap of it. But it's they got like gluten and all kinds of crap in there that's like not good. So
probably preservatives.
Yeah, just like gunk, like a bunch of gunk. It was saying, and then he's going to give away these special energy bars. Okay, because like I guess peanut butter is a big thing of protein. Like there's a lot of protein in it, so there's like energy. So he's going to give away these special new energy bars they just came out with. They just released, so people will be able to win those on the live show on Sunday. So very cool stuff there. Thank you for that. That was. Let me pull up his name. I don't want to murder his name. It's kind of a difficult one to say. It's not like something as easy as Riemann. So let me see. Where is it? It is. Bear with me. It is Maroney. Oh, Maroney. That wasn't too bad. Maroney. So Maroney. He's a crow. CRO in Team Skunk. He's in RN, whatever that stands for. Which one is that? Rogue 9?
It's Rogue.
Something.
Roughnecks.
Okay, cool. All right, that's what's up. Okay, so we got that taken care of. Now, we want to make sure that you guys have all the guides that you need. I get a lot of questions about guides and a lot of questions that we already answered in past stuff. So make sure you head over to the guide database at lordskunk.com/guides. Again, that's lordskunk.com/guides. So many people message me and tell me, man, they just love going through all the various guides we got for tank takedown, ships, character reviews, all kinds of stuff on there. So make sure you go over and check that out if you haven't done so. Join us on Facebook groups. Facebook groups is our thing now. We don't do forums. We tried to do forums. It didn't work. So Facebook groups works for us. So if you want to join all of our different Facebook groups, head over to lordskunk.com/FB groups and connect with us. And if you have a question you want answered on the live show, follow at LordSkunk1 on Twitter and tweet with #AskSkunk. We will be answering those. We have our special question answerer person, Riemann, in the house tonight to help answer those questions. So we will be answering those at the end of the show. So if you haven't gotten your questions in, get those in. So that's what's up. So tonight's show, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes weekly news, Star Wars Galaxy Heroes top characters and ship rankings, weekly meta report, Star Wars trivia questions of the week. We've been doing that. Seems like you guys like it. Top 10 list for this week is going to be the top 10 characters to farm in Cantina battles. I get this question all the time. Who should I go for in Cantina? Who's good? You know, what should I do, especially from new players and veterans alike, because some characters have been added recently. We're also going to answer those questions and answers. We're going to have the live show after party on the LordSkunk.com Discord server. We're going to be giving away ally codes, and we're going to hear more from the Team Skunk members that all gathered out in Las Vegas, Nevada, that traveled from all over the world to meet up and partake in that revelry that is going on out there in Vegas. So we'll be hearing from them more, even more than we will tonight in the after show. I think we heard a little bit from them right there. So
I think it was a little Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, Vegas. So Talon, are you with us?
We're all together right now. We got what, 6 people on one mic.
All right, so get the mic close to your mouth and tell us who's all with you.
Kiki Cutie in the house.
What up, girl?
Nukin from Team Skunk Republic.
That's what's up, bro.
This is Omega from Team Skunk Kit.
Woo!
Sir James the way.
Nice, Sir
That's
James.
all of us right now. I mean, there's more people coming out, but
I know Dr. No Card's on the way. So cool, man. That's what's up. So you guys are getting a lot of video. I hope you're getting a lot of video. We're going to do a special. I want to cut together a nice segment after we're done. So make sure you get lots and lots of video.
yeah, man. Today we went out. We went out shooting automatic weapons. We went to Battlefield Las Vegas. I mean, this place is really cool.
There's gonna be a lovely video of what happens when you miss your 600s.
Nice. Good. Yeah, make sure you guys get tons of video. I want tons of video of that. So that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm glad that you guys were able to do that. I was trying to get out there. I just had so much going on. My daughter's birthday was on the 13th. My birthday obviously is this weekend. We got the 1-year anniversary live show. So if you guys win, listen, if you guys win big, okay, you can spread the word over there for all the Team Skunk people that you get together with this weekend. If you guys win big, and I put together a video how to make money in Vegas, I sent to you guys privately on the Discord server there. Make sure you watch that. So if you do win big, make sure you let me know, and we'll, instead of going to the strip club wasting your money, we'll just get a flight for old Skunky D. We'll get out there.
What,
Okay?
what do you want? Red or black, man? Red
Black, baby. It's always black.
Black. Oh.
Always black. Put it on black. So make sure you watch that video. You will make money. I guarantee you in Vegas every time. That's how I always do good. See, if I get to Vegas, if I can get there, my flight's like $300. If I can get to Vegas, I can get hotels comped. I can get everything comped. It's just getting there is the struggle. So if you guys win big, let me know. And I can hop a flight there Sunday night, baby, or Sunday afternoon. Actually, we'll be on a flight there. We'll do the live show 1-year anniversary from Vegas, from the good old MGM Grand. They love me there. All right, cool. So let's move on to the next section here. We're gonna break into the news. We got tons of news we got to get over. So excited. We got Darth Nihilus. So this week we had the release of the Sith update in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, as well as the start of the Lord of Hunger event to acquire Darth Nihilus, Sith Trooper, and Sith Assassin. So let's start with Darth Nihilus. Let's get a little bit of information going about him. So, what's new? Peace is a lie. This February, embrace your passion. Through passion, you gain strength. Through strength, you gain power. And with that power, the dark side will rise victorious. So that's what's up. So Darth Nihilus is a Sith support that can instantly defeat enemies by draining cooldowns. This is nuts, man. So I'm going to give a quick public service announcement before I get blown up with 80 million people in the chat that says, how did you get a 7-star Darth Nihilus already? This was what the developers released. Okay, the developers released this image, but here's an image of a maxed out Darth Nihilus. Looks pretty cool. What do you guys think of his outfit? I like the all black, of course.
Oh, he looks great.
I think it looks pretty good. It kind of looks a little feminine, but that's just the way his design is. I think with the mask kind of makes me kind of think of like maybe like a Japanese. What do they call those girls? The
geisha girl.
The geisha girls. Yeah, it kind of looks like a geisha girl a little bit. I almost said Hiroshiku girl. That's from Gwen Stefani, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he kind of looks a little bit like that, but
he looks like Darth Nihilus. I mean, he looks pretty.
No, I'm saying the actual
accurate.
character. I'm saying the character design, like the whole character design, like the actual character, even in the lore, kind of looks to me reminds me of a geisha girl, a little bit. So no, I think they did a good job of his design in the game. I think they did a good job of that. I'm just saying the actual character kind of gives me a little bit of.
Well, he has an insta kill ability. He actually has an ability to kill somebody.
It's on an 8-turn cooldown, man.
But wait a minute, there's a way to get that. You know what? I'm glad you guys brought that up. Why don't we just get into the powers of Darth Nihilus? Why don't we just get into that? So Darth Nihilus info.
Cooldown thing.
Let's go through his basic, okay? So his power is 92, 93. Okay, that's without mods. Speed of 120 base, health of 24, 399. So you could probably get this guy up easy to 60, 70k with mods. Basic level 8. This is maxed out. Ceaseless Craving. Deals special damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. If any buffs were dispelled, reduce the cooldown of Drain Force by 1. Pretty good damage there, 58 to 6400. So he's lowering his cooldowns. So this is interesting. So if any buffs were dispelled, we're going to reduce the cooldown of Drain Force. So the next one we're going to talk about is a special, level 8 Drain Force, which is a 3-turn cooldown. Deals special damage to all enemies with a 50% chance, doubled against debuffed enemies, to increase their cooldowns by 1. For each cooldown increased, reduce the cooldown of Annihilate by 1. So let's look at this for a second. Okay, so he's going to do his basic attack, deal special damage to target enemy, and dispel all buffs on them. So you got these pre-taunts, you got your shore trooper, you got your bays, you got certain other characters that start with buffs on them. And Yoda, I guess, would I don't know if you could dispel a foresight. You can't dispel foresight, can you, Riemann? I don't know if that would be considered a dispel if you get rid of foresight.
You can't dispel foresight.
Okay,
no.
so it's not dispel, so you just be removed. Okay, so but these characters that have the pre-taunts and pre-buffed characters that are already on them, the good old Maurice would know all about this. Okay, because he knows all about this when he runs his Asajj. He's got to make sure there's no pre-buffs. So anyways, he dispels any of those buffs. He's going to lower the cooldown of Drain Force. So he can continue to use his Drain Force. Drain Force, when he uses that, is going to hit all these other, it's an AoE, so he's going to hit all the other enemies, and for every one of their cooldowns he increases, he's going to lower the cooldown of Annihilate, which is the 8-turn cooldown, and it starts on the cooldown, right?
Starts on an 8-turn cooldown.
Okay.
But,
So,
I mean, listen, when you get there, it's pretty sweet.
Okay, so you have played this character, right, on the beta build?
I have gotten a chance to, in some pre-release stuff, mess around with Darth Nihilus a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so how low have you gotten his turn downs? You know what I'm saying, or his cooldowns? It starts at 8 turns. So I mean, how soon have you got? Have you got it within 3 turns, 4 turns? Where do you think that you've gotten him?
The best I've ever done was, I think, on his 3rd turn. I was able to use it one time.
Okay, cool. So people were kind of theory crafting in the Discord, in the Team Skunk Discord. They were kind of theory crafting. They were thinking that they could get it down to about the third turn. So okay, so that's a pretty powerful ability to have. So here's what it is: instantly defeat the target enemy. Now, not only do you instantly defeat them, not only are they instantly dead, but Nihilus gains max health equal to the target's max health. That's nuts. The defeated target can't be revived. This ability can't be evaded and starts on cooldown. So so like Riemann just said, messing around on a beta build, he got it down to a 3-turn. So 3 turns, he was able to use that ability and instantly kill somebody. Not only do you instantly kill him, but you gain that max health. That's nuts. That is crazy. So very interesting. I'll be curious to see kind of as it plays out, as more of us, as the general public gets a chance to play with Nihilus. I'll be curious to see how we use him. His leader ability is Lord of Hunger. Sith allies gain 60% offense and 150% health steal. Sith allies lose all protection and gain that much health. Sith allies are immune to healing effects that aren't health steal and can't score critical hits. So very interesting there. So I mean, there's so many good Sith leaders with Darth Maul and with Palpatine, even with Vader. So you don't have to use him as a leader, but this brings some interesting stuff to a team if you decided to use him as a leader. Now, Riemann, when you were playing around with him, did you use him as the leader primarily, or did you just have him on the team?
No, I tried him out as a leader.
Which way did you like him better?
I kind of feel like he's going to be a better support character.
Maybe alongside like a Maul lead, or who are you thinking?
I'm thinking Vader lead.
Interesting. Okay, cool.
You know what it is. I mean, the dispel on a basic is great. Okay, and then on top of that, I mean, the way you're going to get to use that insta kill ability is going to be like a great comeback tool. Like, I don't know if you ever used Kylo back in the day, but he was always great because he was able to, like if you were down with like fives, for example, right? If you're down with a couple of guys, if you're down a couple of guys, fives can catch you back up. You can instantly just remove the tankiest character that's left on the board, and that could turn around the tide of a match.
And it cannot be revived. That's interesting too. So if you do it to Boba or they're gone, they're done, they're not coming back. So that's very interesting.
His leader ability is also pretty interesting in that with the complete elimination of protection and converting it all to health. I wonder how that's going to work. I mean, I tried it a bit with Maul, and it was nice. I still don't know entirely how it's going to work with Maul entirely, because I mean, I'd like to see it. It should be perfect with Maul, right? Because he gains health back, and he doesn't gain protection back with his basic. So, he should never die technically, because he'll just keep healing himself. But it's the one thing that's off about that leader.
I don't think you will, because it says that Sith allies are immune to healing effects that aren't health steal. Is this a health steal for Maul?
I think he has some health steal, but you're right. That would be a basic healing effect, so he probably wouldn't heal. What also is weird about the non crits, right? Like you can't crit with his leader ability as a Sith. So it's kind of a funky leader ability, but I can see it having its.
I'm curious to how characters like Rex who get a bonus, who have an ability to do a bonus to characters' max health. I'm curious how those type of abilities are going to come into play. I mean, those might become super strong to counter these teams. We'll just have to kind of wait and see how it plays out. How it comes about.
Like with anything else, all you're trying, like when I got my hands on them, all I'm trying them out with is Sith, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
I mean, I didn't get a chance to really experiment with other opportunities and see what could work. I'm sure when he comes out, we'll find out that he works great with Ugnaught or like Ewok Scout or something.
Well, it seems like he would be good. With Baze and Chirrut are always good. Putting him in something like that with some with two taunts around him. In 3 or 4 turns potentially you're going to be able to completely take somebody out. So you just kind of need to keep him alive and let him do his thing, So very interesting. We'll just have to wait and kind of see over the next couple of weeks as people start to get him and play with him. But his last, not ability, but his unique is Wound in the Force. At the start of each of his turns, Nihilus inflicts damage over time for 2 turns on a random enemy that doesn't have any debuffs. If all enemies are debuffed, inflict damage over time on a random enemy. At the start of each enemy turn, Nihilus inflicts health down on them for 2 turns. So, I mean, this is not even a leader. This is just a unique ability. So very interesting how they're doing Darth Nihilus. I mean, it looks so far on paper to be a pretty strong character. And the characters that we've looked at on paper that have looked strong, like your Baze or Chirrut, some of these other characters, they have, matched up or exceeded what we saw, when we're looking at this kind of data. So very interesting to see him moving forward.
That's kind of why I'm thinking Vader, because the dots, plus if you use Sidious now with his dots, and then the expose, and then the dots from Vader, I mean, that's a lot of dots.
Yeah, that is. That could be a very good team. I mean, Vader's a strong character in and of himself, so adding somebody like this to him that can instantly take out an enemy is pretty good. So we'll talk a little bit more about Vader as well. They made some changes to Vader. So who is Darth Nihilus? He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh, and in his wake life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. Wow, interesting. That's kind of scary. It's kind of scary way to set somebody up. So yeah, so Darth Nihilus, I'm going to just read through quickly his info because a lot of people didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was. let's see. Let's just go through this quickly. The human male who would one day be known as Darth Nihilus, Dark Lord of the Sith, was alive at the conclusion of the Mandalorian Wars, a galaxy-wide conflict between the Mandalorian Neo-Crusaders and the Galactic Republic. Amidst those battles, he lost everything, his family, friends, as well as his will to live. He was on the planet of Malachor 5 during the final stage of the war in 3960, the battle before Yavin, when Jedi General Mitra Sirik gave the order to activate the Republic's mass shadow generator superweapon. The generator killed almost everyone on the planet's surface and in orbit nearby. The future Dark Lord survived the superweapon's destruction of the surface and assumed a dark persona while grieving his losses, in part as a means of survival. He was trapped on the planet by the artificially created mass shadows, along with the bulk of the opposing disabled fleets that filled space around the planet, where the Mandalorians had committed all their forces in a last attempt to defeating the Republic, and took ill suddenly due to the shadow's effects. His emotional pain then manifested as an emptiness that swept over his idle body, and it soon began to manifest as an intense hunger. Without intent, he drained the life force of another survivor. The act was an unpleasant experience for him, but the hunger and his painful memories faded for a brief moment alongside his sickness. Nonetheless, the emptiness returned more relentless and severe than before. He indulged in absorbing the energy of other survivors, but the more he fed, the shorter the hunger was appeased and the more powerful it became. After the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Malak, was killed at the Jedi Civil War's conclusion of 3956 BBY, the Sith Empire became divided and his followers turned on each other, with many factions rising to stake claim to what little power could be garnered. The man was eventually discovered by the Dark Lord Darth Traya, who had sensed him as a wound in the Force. After locating him, Traya explained that it was the Force that fueled his hunger and offered to train him to devour entire worlds to help appease the hunger at her school on the planet of the Trayus Academy. He followed her there and learned the ways of the Sith alongside another prospective Sith. Traya's hungry pupil and her other apprentice each honed different aspects and skills of the dark side of the Force until they both became Sith Lords. The man took up the name Darth Nihilus, while the second apprentice became known as Darth Sion, and they joined with Traya in the creation of a Sith triumvirate. I didn't even say that word. I can't even say it.
Triumphant.
Yeah, something like that. In addition, the three each took a unique title, with Nihilus selecting Lord of Hunger. So there's Darth Nihilus. Very interesting. So he consumed not only people, but worlds, whole planets. Wow, that's crazy. Darth Nihilus is now in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and can soon join your roster of characters. Pretty crazy. So the less said of that one, the better. Even a stray thought may draw him. So the source for that was from the Star Wars wiki. The link's there on the screen. Very interesting. So you guys excited now about Darth Nihilus? You like his backstory?
Yeah, I mean, his backstory's awesome. I mean, he's one of the cooler Sith. I mean, he's got a it's kind of like a cool effect that he can drain the Force from other beings, and I mean, he's one of the more powerful with the Force of all the Sith. But I mean, again, is it Darth Revan or Vitiate or somebody like that? I mean, that'd be cooler. But Nihilus is pretty close, a pretty close second.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, he's cool. I didn't know a lot about him. I did some research on him, and the more research I did, the more cooler he looked. It was very interesting. Very excited to see him in there. And again, my thing is the all-black team. I'm still looking for that all-black team, and we're one step closer. Speaking of all-black, we got more Sith characters. Also being released with Nihilus are two additional Sith. Sith Trooper, who is a Sith tank who taunts and ignores enemy protection. And Sith Assassin, elusive Sith attacker with stealth synergy. So that's what's up. I did a video with Sith Trooper earlier in the week. So very interesting. Now we should be opening up another one. Is it tonight? The next one opens?
Tonight we get the Sith Assassin, yeah.
Sith Assassin tonight. Okay, cool.
Dark has already determined that Sith Assassin is a female.
Are you serious? How did he come up with that?
He just said he knows.
He knows. Okay, interesting.
I mean, I don't. You can choose to believe him or not, but Darktron. You heard it here first. Darktron.
He broke the
he
news.
found out.
He broke
He
the
broke.
news.
Yep.
Nice.
Just determining gender these days.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, and if you want to get your Darth Nihilus and the other Sith faster, you can get the Lord of Hunger packs. Once you make it through the Lord of Hunger event, level up your Sith with one of the available packs in the store. These packs also include credits and ability materials, plus a chance for an Omega ability material. Wow, I love how they put an exclamation point on that one. Please note that there are 3 distinct and separate packs listed here. So interesting. So they're changing the way they do it. So I'm assuming they're probably going to lower the price a little bit. You can get a Darth Nihilus pack, a Sith Assassin pack, or a Sith Trooper. Each pack guarantees at least 5 shards for one themed character with a chance to get 30 shards. Minimum 5 shards per pack bonus with each purchase. 125k credits, some MK3 abilities, 3 MK2 abilities, plus a chance... Wow, a chance to get 1 Omega ability material. Now that'd be exciting if that said Zeta, not Omega, but whatever.
Oh, if that said Zeta, I mean,
Yeah.
then that would change the dynamic of the pack.
Yeah, exactly. So it is what it is. Cool. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what they're going to do with it. So it looks like they're changing that up a little bit. We'll have to see when they come out what the pricing is going to be on it. New ship has also been added. Kylo Ren's command shuttle. Durable first order support with unparalleled ability to manipulate ally turn meter with your pilots of Kylo Ren, Captain Phasma, and first order stormtrooper. Now, hopefully, Riemann can bring us a little bit of info about this new ship. So, it looks like these abilities are based off the pilots or something. Tell us a little bit about the ship.
Yeah, I mean it's actually like a really good ship. I mean, it's the abilities are based off of the characters themselves. I mean, fortunately, I happen to have a pretty well geared Phasma, and I have a Gear 11 Kylo and First Order Stormtrooper. So right now, we're kind of holding back on making purchases as a team until we find out what's going on with these packs. So I'm holding off on buying the ship, but I really want it. I mean, it's actually like when I found out that ships were coming, this was like one of the ships. This is probably the main ship that I wanted to get. But it's got it's got the ability to give turn meter to allies, and it's a really tanky. It's a really tanky ship, and it also does a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, well, it should. It's our first ship that we have 3 pilots required for, so that's interesting. So let's just burn through real quick their abilities.
Actually, Cassian's ship also, but we don't have Cassian's ship yet, which is kind of weird, right? I mean, they were going to release that in a tournament like almost 2 months ago, and we still haven't gotten that ship. I mean, Rogue One.
Yeah, who's Cassian? Is Cassian Jin and K2? Is that who it is?
Yeah, and Rogue One is just like looking further and further in the distance in the mirror now. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm wondering, when are we going to get this Cassian's U-wing ship? And
yeah.
But
well, let's go through the powers real quick on Kylo's command shuttle. So defensive fire is his basic ability. Deals physical damage to target enemy and gain protection up 30% for 2 turns. Advanced jamming array. 4-turn cooldown, dispel all buffs on target enemy with a 55% chance each to remove 30% turn meter and inflict healing immunity for 2 turns. Wow, that's tough. Kylo's special ability for this ship is Surprise Raid. Target ally gains 100% turn meter and advantage for 1 turn, and their cooldowns are reduced by 1, but they lose 25% protection. Phasma has Strike Team, which is a 4-turn cooldown. Target ally loses all turn meter, then all other allies gain 23% turn meter, plus 25% of the turn meter that the ally lost, doubled for first order allies. That's kind of weird. If Kylo Ren's command shuttle targets itself, first order allies gain advantage for 2 turns. Okay, I kind of see what they're doing there. First Order Stormtrooper, Zeal of the First Order, 4-turn cooldown. Kylo Ren's command shuttle has plus 30 speed while it has protection, and plus 30% counter chance while it doesn't. If First Order TIE Fighter is present, it receives 25% turn meter every time the command shuttle takes damage. Wow. Interesting. So some pretty cool abilities there. Quite a few. Quite a few powers there.
I mean, that's great. you're talking about. I mean, it's kind of interesting that they're going to take away your protection to give turn meter to give turn meter to somebody. I mean, it's kind of an interesting thing, but yeah, I mean, it's got a really good kit. I mean, like I said, I wasn't so impressed with Cassian's ship when I saw the abilities. Wasn't so impressed with the TIE Reaper really when I saw the abilities. This ship, however, looks really cool. It's just a matter of, I mean, listen, it's from what I've heard from the people that have gotten it so far. It works at 4 stars and it's viable in shipper in fleet arena, but I'm just kind of hesitant to make a purchase on a ship until I know where it's going to be farmable at, and I don't want this ship to get thrown into those ship chromiums with the Millennium Falcon, and I'm hoping that they put it somewhere where we can get it.
Yeah, we need more stuff more ability to farm some of these new ships and characters and stuff they got coming out. So we'll see if they do that in the future. Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle Bundle. Speaking of packs, get shards to unlock or upgrade Kylo Ren and blueprints for his new 4-star Command Shuttle. This bundle includes 80 shards for Kylo Ren, 50 shards for Phasma, 25 shards for First Order Stormtrooper, and 80 blueprints for his Command Shuttle. This bundle unlocks at level 64. I can't remember off the top of my head. Is that a crystal one, or is that a just straight out money one?
It's a straight up $40 pack.
$40 pack. Okay, gotcha. See, the bad thing about these ships, a lot of people ask me like, should I buy a TIE Reaper? Should I do this? Should I do that? Man, you're getting a 3 or 4 star ship, and honestly, you can't do a lot with a 3 or 4 star ship. It can't help you progress if you're trying to get through some of these challenges and stuff. Like I need a 6th. Is it 6th? I need a 6th. 5-star light side ship, you know what I mean? So I'm still struggling to get that. So I mean, there's make your own decisions when you buy these packs. Just remember that you're probably not gonna be able to farm these things easily to be able to get them up to the next shard.
I mean, it's so cool. I mean, Kylo Ren's Command Shuttle is so cool. I just don't want to make an investment in a ship, a 4-star ship, and then find out that it's getting dropped right in with the Millennium Falcon, and I got to spend another 1,000 to get it to 7 stars. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to hold off, I think, and until I get some more information. I'm really kind of intrigued as to what the prices of these Lord of Hunger packs are going to be as well.
Yeah. All right, and then moving on to Captain Phasma rework, so she's a little bit late. She had a detour down the trash chute, perhaps. Throwback there to Force Awakens. That's what's up. But Captain Phasma is finally here to round off the updates for the First Order faction, which we talked about last week. Phasma's Victory March ability will now be prioritized over other abilities while under AI control. We have also expanded her Zeta ability, Fire at Will, which now grants First Order allies advantage for 2 turns at the start of each encounter and prevents them from being critically hit while they have advantage, in addition to previous bonuses. Victory March ability will now prioritize Victory March over other abilities while under AI control. And then Fire at Will, Zeta grants First Order allies advantage for 2 turns at the start of each encounter and prevents them from being critically hit while they have advantage. So again, it's kind of redundant there. I don't know why they put that in there twice, but my bad for not paying attention. So anyway, so Phasma was already probably pretty good. If you're looking at building a First Order team, so this kind of made her a little bit better. Now, the one thing that people were theory crafting about a First Order, if they were going to even be viable or not in Arena, was just a lack of speed compared to some of the other meta teams that are out there. And I don't see anything in there that really speeds them up. There's some other good abilities in there. So I don't know. What do you think, Riemann? You going to go for all First Order? Go all in on a First Order team?
No, but I mean, I do like it. Essentially, with Phasma lead, I mean, advantage becomes critical hit immunity, and what's really cool about this update is that they finally prioritized Victory March, right? So I mean, this is what we've always wanted Phasma to do first, was to give everybody turn meter. And instead, she did that fusillade, which was the AOE attack. Now they've actually reversed that, so she'll always give everybody turn meter first. And that was really the biggest problem. I mean, there were so many teams I wanted to put together that I thought would be cool on defense if Phasma did that first. I mean, now things are a little different than that. I mean, there's a bunch of new characters in the game, and the dynamics changed a bit. But still, I mean, that's great. I mean, so she's going to give everybody turn meter off the bat. So if you get a really fast Phasma, she could kind of work as like a Stormtrooper Han now as well, and give the rest of your team turn meter. So that'll help her definitely on defense now as well. But overall, I mean, the First Order team looks really strong. I'm just, I think, like we said earlier, even with this, I still kind of feel like they all need Zetas for them to be really as effective as possible. And, I'm just not ready to allocate, 80 Zetas or 100 Zetas to the First Order team right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you do. It looks to me like you have to Zeta quite a few of them to really make it work. So, good stuff there. Okay, so Sith Faction Pass. Now, listen, we're going to skip through a lot of this. We're going to go over all this on the live show on Sunday. We're just going to run out of too much time today to be able to go through it. So, come back on Sunday. We're going to go through all the Sith updates. So, we got Dooku, we got Maul, we got Vader, and some other interesting stuff on Vader, so make sure you tune in for that. We got the Sith bundles, we got the Chromium updates, which we'll go through. We'll just go through that one real quick. So a new selection of characters have been rotated into the Chromium packs, with a couple of old favorites being rotated out. Here's the breakdown. So Ahsoka's out, Biggs is out, Fives is out, Jawa's out, Luke's out, Poggle, Rey, Royal Guard, Tebow, Tusken Raider, and General Veers are all out, which is probably a good thing. So these characters are coming into Chromiums. Chirrut, which we've been asking, when are we going to start being able to get Chirrut? Cassian, K2, and Jin. So we're getting some of these Rogue One characters put into Chromiums. Now, why it's good that a lot of these are coming out, it means less chance to get some of these characters that maybe a lot of us already have or are able to farm in other areas. So they're coming out, so less chance to get some farmable characters, and then a better chance to be able to get some of these other characters. Still not going to be purchasing any Chromium packs in the near future, but it is good for those maybe that are interested in getting some Chromium packs, or maybe trying to finish off some of these characters. Ally points and tournaments. So CG announced that they are discontinuing tournaments for the foreseeable future. Given this change, they will be removing ally points from the following locations: Galactic War shipments and daily activities. So tournaments are gone for the time being. Raids, this is something important to know about raids. Enraged enemies during raids now also gain 100% accuracy and inflict a permanent healing immunity when they damage enemies with attacks, in addition to the greatly increased offense they already received. So very interesting for all those people that like to try to full clear raids. Now, just keep in mind that these elements have now been added to the bosses. So this will be for the Rancor raid as well as the heroic and regular AAT tank takedown. So recent events. So the first Lord of Hunger event just finished up. You were able to get your Sith Trooper. Did you participate in this event? If you did, what were your thoughts? Let us know in the chat or in the comment section below if you're watching a replay of this. Upcoming events, we got the Lord of Hunger Event 2, which will be on February 18th, which will be starting, I believe, a little bit later tonight for most people. Event 3 will start on February 23rd. Event 4 will finish up on February 25th. Again, remember the minimum level required is 20 plus. Main rewards are Darth Nihilus and 2 other to be announced. We know who they are now. Darkside characters. So it's an open squad. Bring the characters who are strong against the Sith. I did it with Palpatine, and I also messed around a little bit with General Kenobi team in there. Upcoming events will be the Places of Power, which will be starting on February 25th and ends on the 26th. Again, these will require Sith and or First Order. They say watch out, very difficult. I don't know what that means, but you're going to get rewards of light side pilots, which I need badly, ships and shipbuilding materials. So this is going to be for level 75 and up, and it'll have 3 tiers. Other upcoming events, we're going to have some more Omega battles. Going to be on the 4th through the 20th. These are going to be on the weekends. You're going to be able to get Omega ability materials. And then for those of you out there that did not, I saw some people in the chat that said they did not have their Palpatine or did not have a 7-star Palpatine. Great news. He's coming back. March 9th through the 15th, you will be able to start getting your Palpatine shards again during that event. So that will be back. And it will not be back for another 2 months after that. So if you got time to gear up your characters to be able to get in and do that Palpatine event, for those of you that are still missing it. Okay, let's jump over to the weekly rankings. So at LordSkunk.com, we have the full Star Wars Galaxy Heroes character rankings as voted on by you and the rest of the player base. This is a live rankings and can change at any minute based on your votes. You can always find the list at LordSkunk.com/ranks. So the top 10 highest ranked characters in Galaxy Heroes this week are coming in at number 10, Jedi Knight Anakin flips places again with TIE Fighter Pilot, who comes in at number 10, Jedi Knight Anakin. Number 9, TIE Fighter Pilot, who flip-flopped from last week. Number 8, still holding strong at Qui-Gon Jinn, Lando at 7, and Biggs at 6. No change with those 3. Wedge, General Kenobi, and Darth Vader all stay the same. Emperor Palpatine and Boba Fett round out the top 2 of the list for characters this week. So we will be adding very soon Sith Trooper, Sith Assassin, and Darth Nihilus. Other notable ranks this week, Death Trooper has fallen down to 35, and Director Krennic fell to 37 this week. So interesting. If you have not voted yet or want to go and update your rankings, make sure you head over to lordskunk.com/ranks to get in on those. And then we'll go through the top 5 ship rankings. So again, over at lordskunk.com, we have the full ship rankings. We will be adding the new Kylo Ren ship as well very soon. This is a live rankings, and again, can change at any minute based on your votes. So make sure you head over to lordskunk.com/ship ranks. Ship ranks. Top 5 highest ranked ships in Galaxy Heroes this week are number 5, the Scimitar. Number 4, Ahsoka Tano's Jedi Starfighter. Number 3, Biggs Darklighter's X-Wing. And again, moving up a spot, Jedi Counselor Starfighter becomes number 1, knocking Slave 1 down a spot. So interesting. So Jedi Counselor is the most loved and highest rated ship in Galaxy of Heroes. And it is a good ship, man. I mean, anything that gives those that protection. So that's pretty good. So again, you can head over to lordskunk.com/ship ranks. We're coming up now. It's time for our weekly meta report. McLeod, are you ready to do this thing?
Ready to rock the report.
Ready to do it, baby. All right, so here we go. Starting with the top 10 leaders at rank 1. Take it away, brother.
Okay, there's not much movement on the leaders, but continuing the trend of last week. So Darth Vader is still holding the number 1 spot, followed by Wedge hanging on in there for the Rebels. And then we have movement here with Darth Maul coming way up from 5th position into the top 3, into 3rd position there. And he's pushed down Rex and Boba Fett. So Boba Fett dropping out of the top 3 in place of Darth Maul. So I don't know if those Zetas are really helping out, or people are just coming up with better comps, like Remon was saying, like Vader lead with something creative there, and Darth Maul in there as well, doing something with the Siths or the Empire there. They're coming on strong. So not much movement there, really. Boba Fett dropped a little. Darth Maul came way up. Rex dropped a little, but we're still holding with Darth Vader and Wedge in the top 3. And then at the bottom there, nothing's changed at all. You got HK-47 hanging on in there. You still got your few Lando leads hanging about. General Kenobi in there as well. Qui-Gon Jinn and Emperor Palpatine. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 at the bottom there, exactly the same as last week. But more interestingly, if we want to move on to the squad members, what we're seeing here is a lot of movement. Not sure there's any particular one trend going on, just everyone testing out all these new characters and waiting for the new meta to arrive. But what we will see is Shore Trooper is gone. So we're not so sure what's going on there. But your favorites come back. It's B2 Super Battle Droid coming in there at the number 10 spot.
That's what's
Shore
up.
Trooper's out and B2's back. I did kind of max out my B2 this week, and he is kind of proving pretty useful against some of the current meta Rebel and Empire teams. And then Chirrut Imwe still hanging in there. Number 9, no change there. But then we got a lot of movement in the mid-table. So top 3 still holding out. Boba Fett still being the most effective leader at number 1. Emperor Palpatine still there at number 2. And Baze Malbus holding the number 3 spot as the most useful squad members. And then the big mover and shakers here is General Kenobi is coming on strong, continuing his rise up through the ranks to the number 4 spot, all the way up from 8. So we struck him down. Darth Vader took him out, and he came back really strong. And there he is at number 4. And then Wedge and Biggs have fallen even further. So bad news for the Rebels there. They've dropped down to 8th and 7th. And TIE Fighter Pilot and Darth Vader have come up even more. So again, we're seeing the progression of the Empire there marching on. That's about it. Who else left there? Yeah, TIE Fighter Pilot. He dropped a little. He dropped down from the 4th. That's General Kenobi taking his spot. And he actually dropped below Darth Vader. So Darth Vader overtaking a little spot there off of TIE Fighter Pilot. But Empire strong, and Rebels looking like they're heading on their way out in terms of squad members. And we've lost Shore Trooper, so maybe B2 is more useful. The Autoton at the beginning of an encounter, very useful, but not as useful probably as the Dispel from the Ever Going, because of his immediate 100% turn meter gain B2 super battle droid. And so that's your meta for this week. And I guess we're going to be seeing what's happening with the Sith as and when they come out, especially with Darth Nihilus.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. The dark side is rising. Very interesting there. So good stuff. Good stuff. All right, we're going to get through the Star Wars Weekly Trivia. You guys ready to do this?
Yay.
All right, here we go. Our 3 questions of the week. Question is, so if you know the answer or you want to guess the answer or whatever, do a Q1 or a 1 and then your answer, because it gets confusing in the chat or in the comment section when you guys say A or B or whatever, because then we don't know what question you're on. So depending on the delay of the various chats, so make sure you put Q1 or whatever, and then the corresponding letter, what you think the answer is. So question 1, who said the Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet? Was it A, Yoda, B, Darth Vader, C, Obi-Wan Kenobi, or D, the Emperor? Riemann, you want to start us off?
I want to say it's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, so you're going with C. All right, McLeod?
Let's go with A.
A, Yoda.
Yoda.
Okay, and Tequila Talon, are you with us still? You guys want to do a group effort on a guess, or they might all passed out?
Yeah, under the table.
Yeah, they're under the table already. Man, it's early there.
I think you might be right, McLeod. It might be Yoda. I'm feeling like I made a bad choice here.
All right, here we go. The answer was B, Darth Vader, who said the Force is with you, young Skywalker, but you are not a Jedi yet. Darth Vader. The answer was B, okay. Darth Vader. All right, Let's see if Riemann can redeem himself here. What did Han Solo ask Chewbacca to bring him when he was trying to repair the hyperdrive motivator? A coupling, B, a hydrospanner, C, a negative ionizer, or D, a dampening axis? Riemann?
I'd say C, a negative ionizer.
All right. McLeod?
Let's go B, a hydrospanner.
A hydrospanner. All right. And then Tequila Talon. Did they wake up? Nope. Okay. So question 2. What did Han Solo ask Chewbacca to bring him when he was trying to repair the hyperdrive motivator? It was B, a hydrospanner. A hydrospanner. McLeod got it. Good job.
It's always a hydrospanner, and I'm pretty sure Jin asked for one of those. Not Jin. Rey asked for one of those as well when she was doing exactly the same thing.
Nice. Yep, during Force Awakens. Yep. All right, Riemann, you got to redeem yourself on this third one. You got to redeem yourself.
I'm going to get shut out here, man. This is not good.
Yeah, the Cheeky Cutie did 3 for 3 last week. She thought she was going to epic fail, and she got 3 for 3. She got a clean sweep. She beat everybody last week. So, question 3, the final question of the week. What did Luke Skywalker tell Han Solo he was going to investigate on Hoth? A Wampa, B, a meteorite, C, a probe droid, or D, an uncharted settlement? Riemann?
A probe droid.
Okay, C, probe droid. All right, McLeod?
It's going to go probe droid, but let's go B, meteorite.
B, meteorite. All right, Talon? Nope. Okay. So, what did Luke Skywalker tell Han Solo he was going to investigate on Hoth? Answer was B, a meteorite. Riemann was shut out on the trivia this week. Oh, wow. You better brush up on your trivia.
What was the answer?
B, a meteorite.
McLeod. Oh, my God.
Yeah, McLeod's tearing it up, dude. B Strunk wants to know, do you folks even watch Star Wars? Nice.
I feel like my fanhood just got challenged a little bit.
Well, congratulations to all those in the chat that got 3 for 3. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Now, we're going to start doing a trivia show very soon. It is in the works right now. And we're going to be able to do so. I got a really cool idea set up for trivia. So we're going to be doing more trivia. It'll be another show during the week. It'll be a separate show that'll be doing trivia. But we wanted to kind of test pilot here on the live show and see what you guys thought. Again, if you love the trivia, if you love it and you're watching the replay of this, or if you're watching this live, come back and post in the comments. Let us know if you like the trivia or not. We're going to be doing something very cool and exciting. We'll be announcing that soon. All right. So go ahead.
I could see getting those. I could see getting those 2 questions wrong, but I should have gotten that Darth Vader question right.
Yeah, that's really surprising. I thought you were like messing. They were going to switch your answer at the last second or something. I didn't know what. Yeah, that really surprised me.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was Vader, and then I was like, it's definitely not Obi-Wan. It's definitely not.
When I was putting these together, I had to be very careful how I said it because I didn't want to use any inflection that would lean towards any of the characters. So you're right. It could, if you just read it blankly, it could go with any of those characters.
It sounded like a Vader comment, like what I mean, like when you.
Yeah. So it's good. So we'll have more trivia coming up. So it'll be really cool. I got a great idea for that. It's in the works right now. So we'll have more information on that coming up very soon. If you got a question you want answered on the live show, follow @LordSkunk1 on Twitter and tweet with #AskSkunk. We'll answer those later in the show. Right now, it is time for the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes weekly top 10 list. Are you guys fired up for this or what?
Yes.
I am.
It'll be a good one.
It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a real good one. All right, let me get it set up here. Okay, so we're going to be looking at the top 10 list. So here it is. So the LordSkunk.com top 10 list of the week for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. This is sponsored by Loot Crate. Get 10% off from Loot Crate or from Lord Skunk at LordSkunk.com/Loot Crate. Sponsored by Loot Crate. Get 10% off from Lord Skunk at LordSkunk.com/Loot Crate. And here we go. The top 10 characters to farm in Cantina battles. Here it is. Cantina battles are a fast and easy way to farm some of the most powerful characters in the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes universe. Because your Cantina energy is so limited and needs to be used for both characters and mods, it is important to have a plan on where to farm with this precious resource. Which Cantina battles should you go for first? Here we go. I get this question all the time. A lot of new players find the channel, find the show, find the guides on the website, and they're always asking me this. So here it is. Here's the most up-to-date, as of this broadcast, list. Coming in at number 10, Finn. Finn is not very useful alone, but when you Zeta his leadership ability, which gives advantage and cooldown reduction to his resistance allies, you can create a squad that can hold its own in arena and in the raid. Coming in at number 9, Lando Calrissian. Lando may not be the AoE destroyer that he was 4 months ago, but he is still incredibly useful in the Credit Heist event, Galactic War, Light Side, and Cantina battles, and in destroying those pesky heroic AAT turrets. For a new player just starting out in the game, he is the first character in Cantina that you should farm to 7 stars for a reason. Coming in at number 8, Ayla Secura, one of my favorite characters, still on my arena team to this day. She has enormous health and protection, big damage on counter that can call an assist, and even a leadership ability that can push phase 1 damage in the AAT raid. A great choice to farm for Cantina battles to finish up your Jedi squad for every game mode, and would be a good character now that you can get for Yoda. If you're new and you still don't have Yoda completed, you can use Ayla Secura as one of your 5th Jedi there. Coming in at number 7, Chief Chirpa. The success of a guild's heroic AAT run is often determined by how many people have a well-geared Chirpa team squad. The leader of that team is Chief Chirpa, whose leadership ability allows Palpatine to spam his basic attack on the boss and rack up huge damage. Coming in at number 6, Jedi Knight Anakin, a.k.a. JKA. It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. Anakin is still a great character whose leadership ability is effective in phase 1 of the heroic AAT and regular AAT, whose AoE offense up can blast away arena teams, and whose buff immunity can strategically get you through some challenging Baze Shore Trooper arena matchups. Plus, he's pretty tanky. All right, coming in at number 5, Kylo Ren. I don't know why we got stuck with the Night Sister Initiate portrait there. McLeod, another Easter egg. Kylo Ren had been a disappointment since his release last year, but his recent redesign makes him a powerful option for Cantina farming. His new kit makes him hard to ignore and allows him to fit in with almost every arena team, and his huge health and protection pool makes him very hard to kill. Make his command ship farmable, and he may even be more valuable. Coming in at number 4, it's a double whammy. Wedge Antilles and Biggs Darklighter, also known as Wigs. These two have been on every applicable top 10 list since their redesign, and they've continued to be an excellent choice for Cantina farming. They are not the arena meta that they once were, but they still offer enormous damage in the Rancor and AAT raids, complete galactic wars with ease, and pilot 2 excellent ships for the ship arena. All right, so we're getting close to the top 3, or we have arrived at the top 3. What do you guys think about the list so far?
Pretty spot on.
Good. I will let the writer and creator of this list, Malubine, know that you approve. All right, coming in at number 3, Count Dooku. Wow, that was surprising. He's back. Dooku was the arena meta in the past, but with the introduction of protection and his limited damage and health, his utility had diminished greatly. This week's Sith redesign gives protection, regeneration, crit, immunity, shock application. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Increased damage and a new Dooku meta, potentially. So Count Dooku comes in at number 3. Wow. It's nice to see Dooku on a list that's not a worst characters the farm list. So that's good. Coming in at number 2, TIE Fighter Pilot. TFP is a perfect combination of devastating speed, AoE buff immunity, and an ability block and foresight to stifle damage. Now, let me just make sure I'm clear on this. He also has tenacity down, correct? Is that right?
On his basic.
Yes, on his basic. His damage scales with debuffs, making him an outstanding choice in the Empire Sith meta, and his damage in the Rancor and AAT raid can be dominant. Wow, good. I like seeing TIE Fighter Pilot up there. Here we go. The number 1 character to farm in Cantina battles is...
Can I take a guess?
Take a guess. You've been...
B2 Super Battle Droid.
Okay, you might redeem yourself then after all your epic fails on the trivia we did tonight. Let's see if you can redeem yourself. Coming in at number 1, drum roll please. It is B2 Super Battle Droid. B2 is the great equalizer in Galaxy of Heroes. He is the direct counter to every dominant pay-to-play character that has been released in the last 6 months, and his AoE Dispel and buff immunity special attack is the single most important ability in the game. No matter what the arena meta is, B2 will be there to smack it in the face. He's got high hit points. He's got great protection. You don't have to worry about speed with him because he's automatically going to speed himself up when enemies get hit or allies get hit. It seems like he's always dropping that AoE. Man, he's amazing. He is in. He replaced Qui-Gon Jinn in my arena team. And whether I go light side with the GK Elite I'm currently running team, or I go dark side, he's going to be in that team. Either way I go, B2 is truly a super battle droid. Let me redo that. B2 puts the super in super battle droid. Wow. Either way, they're good. So what do you think, Riemann? You glad that B2's up there at number 1?
Yeah, I mean, I was even more glad when I was the only one who had B2 a couple of months ago. now that everybody does. I mean, he's great. I just feel like everybody has B2 now. He's like everybody found out about that party and crashed it.
Yeah, now here's the thing, guys. If you want to go back for a blast in the past, if you're just hanging out this weekend and you can't get enough of the channel and all the stuff that we do, go back and search through the videos. We have Riemann's B2 Super Battle Droid pack opening. They're in the videos. It was one of the ones where back in the day when Riemann used to do videos, and then I would put his videos on the channel. So you can go back and find the B2 Super Battle Droid Riemann pack opening. Super exciting. Go back and check that one out. So there was the list. There was your top 10 characters to farm in Cantina battles. Final thoughts. Cantina farming is all about choice. Because Cantina energy is so limited, you want to make sure that you invest it wisely in developing your squad and in farming mods to power them to victory. And don't forget, Stage 8 is still missing characters to farm on every node. So who knows? Maybe we'll see some of these new Sith. Maybe we'll see some of these new Rogue One characters show up there eventually. Only time will tell. This has been another TeamSkunk.com presentation brought to you by Mac at Media Artist Collective, sponsored by Loot Crate. Get 10% off from lordskunk.com/Loot Crate today, baby. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So that was our top 10 list of the week. McLeod, you like that list?
Yeah, it's a good list, and it's nice seeing B2 up there. It's quite it's your favorite character, so deserves some credit. It's kind of been overlooked, but it's getting its due now.
Yeah, B2, man. That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. I like B2, man. I was excited when they dropped him into Cantina. That was a lot of characters I wasn't all that excited about. When they put him in there, it was some characters I've already had. Like I did some packs early in the game when I started playing, so I had like the Darth Mauls, the Aylas already. So that wasn't a big deal when it came in. But I stopped buying packs long before B2 was introduced into the game. So it was cool that they put him in there, and it gave me an opportunity to be able to get B2. So that is what is up, man. That was very exciting to get him. I'm glad I got him. I love having him on my team. Now, guess what? It's time to move into the weekly questions. Riemann, are you ready for this?
Ready to go.
All right, here we go. The weekly questions. This comes from Ismael Ramirez. I've been waiting to hear about Kylo Ren's shuttle. I want to buy the pack, but I'm not sure if I should. To me, there's some value to it. What do you think, Riemann? Should Ishmael buy the pack or not? Uh-oh. Riemann dropped. Let's give him a second to come back in. He probably be right back in. There he is. Riemann, you're back?
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Did you hear the question?
No. Can you repeat it for me?
Yep. This comes from Ishmael Ramirez. I've been waiting to hear about Kylo Ren's shuttle. I want to buy the pack, but I'm not sure if I should. To me, there's some value. What do you think?
Well, if you don't have a 7-star Kylo Ren, the value of the pack is actually pretty good. I mean, you're getting 80 shards of two things. Right? You're getting 80 shards of the command shuttle, 80 shards of Kylo, which equals to a 4-star ship and character. So the value of the pack, I think, is there if you need a Kylo and the command shuttle, and you also get some other goodies. You get some shards for First Order Stormtroopers, pretty hard to get, and some Phasma shards, I think. I mean, everybody probably has her, but if you already have all those other characters, like if you're just getting it for the command shuttle, I would just hold off a little bit just to see if they maybe give us some more information on where the pack will be available, where the ship will be available before you start buying a 4-star ship.
All right, good stuff there. Anything to add, McLeod? Are you good?
No, sounds good advice.
All right, coming in next is Saul Abarca. I'm not sure how you say it, so sorry if I brutalize your name. I'll say your Twitter name, at Darth_Amarth. Elor Skunk 1, should I gear Baba or Sidious for Heroic Rancor with Zader? Should I gear Baba or Boba Fett or Sidious for Heroic Rancor with Zader? What do you think?
I kind of think Sidious. Sidious's ability to add more dots really helps with the Vader Zeta, and he is just taking off big chunks of damage with those dots that he sticks on the Rancor throughout the course of the raid. So, obviously adding more dots with Sidious is just going to help. I think Sidious personally.
All right, fair enough. All right, Sidious is there. All right, here we go. Next up this comes from Phantom Alliance. All right, he asked me this on Discord. I know that gold mods are the best, and behind them are the purple ones. When leveling them today, I noticed that a purple actually increased to a gold. Is there a guide to find that shows how they all level up? I'm curious if one certain mod level up to the if only certain mods level up to the next tier. Overall, I'm wanting to find out if there's a pattern or a way to know. Well, when you level up any mod, it doesn't matter. When you get it to a certain point, it becomes a gold mod. So that doesn't matter. But you really want to focus on your gold mods and maybe your purple mods. Other than that, they're not going to level up as much. They have a lower chance of leveling, right? Riemann, break it down. Do you remember how that works out? So gold can level up how many times?
Gold can level up 4 times, purple 3 times, and then 2 and 1 based on the color.
Yeah. So if you had a speed mod on a gold mod, if you have a speed secondary on a gold mod, it could level potentially 4 times, right?
The highest I've seen is Sky has a 26 speed secondary mod.
There you go. So he had a gold mod that was level 1 gold mod that had speed on it, and it leveled up 4 times to get to 26. So
Right, and it leveled up at max 4 times.
yeah,
You know what I
all
mean? So it's
mods from white all the way up to purple will eventually, all of them will eventually become gold. It's just they won't level up their secondary stats as often as a gold mod will, a base gold mod at level 1. So there you go.
it's so random.
Yeah. So if you're low on mods, then level up the best mods that are going to make sense for your characters to get them up there. But if you kind of have your mods and now you're just kind of in fart mode trying to find the best of the best, try to only focus on your gold mods. Those are going to be your best options to get you a super powered mod, I guess, compared to your average mods. Does that make sense? Does that came out right?
Some of those mods are great for like PvE or raids or things like that, even if they don't have the speed secondaries, for arena. So I mean, even if you get a mod and the speed doesn't go up 4 times, that still doesn't mean you can't use that mod for other things.
True. All right, and then Pickle VS. I'm not sure you said S on Discord. Who is GK? GK is General Kenobi, baby. General Kenobi. More people are starting to say GK now, so people are like, who is GK? All right, so that completes our questions from last week. We had a couple new ones since we started the show, though, that we can burn through real quick. McLeod, did you have something to add?
I was just going to say, I think part of the whole General Kenobi seeing a rise is because people are starting, more people are starting to unlock him. There's more AAT raid guilds now, so.
Yeah, I want to actually shout out to Team Skunk's Eye. We pretty much had General Kenobi Day. Everyone who jumped on board when we started doing heroics pretty much hit the point where they got their unlock of General Kenobi today. We got a couple that just missed the raid here and there, but essentially mostly Team's Eye is a full-on General Kenobi guild now.
Nice, that's what's up, man. Now, hey, you thought that was a struggle? Now wait till you try to gear him. Good luck. Yeah, he's a pain.
Someone in the guild on chat referred to him as Signor Carbanti.
Yeah, you know what? And then once you get through those, then you got to get the cuffs or whatever. So you think you're done, and then you got cuffs. Yeah, I just completed my General Kenobi. The last character, other than 5s, because 5 needs that raid only gear to get him to gear 11. So 5s I'm not counting, but the other 4 characters, as of today, B2 will be completely finished off. They will all be geared, all my arena characters. So I'm gonna start working on these dark side people, all these new characters, not new characters, but some of these like maybe Darth Maul and stuff. So
if you don't buy the gear, I mean, you'll probably be like at 6-star by the time you have him at gear 11.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to whatever we're at now. We're just a little bit into 6-star. I just got mine completely geared. So yep. So he's right. Okay, so here's let's burn through these couple new ones that we just got. So best Empire team. This is from Charles Cox. Best Empire team, both with and without Shore Trooper. By the way, it doesn't have to be exclusively Empire. Well, that's kind of a random question. Okay, so best Empire team with and without Shore Trooper. Go, Remon, quickly.
Palpatine lead with Vader, TIE Fighter pilot, Shore Trooper, and I'm going to say B2.
Cool. And then without Shore Trooper, who would you put in there?
Without Shore Trooper,
yep.
I'd go Empire. I go Palpatine lead still. Actually, no. You know what? Go Vader lead, and then use Palpatine TIE Fighter pilot. I'd say Royal Guard, and then I'd run with. You probably want to dispel, so I'd say still B2.
B2. Okay, that's what's up. Hiradon asks, what happens if Savage uses his special ability to a raid boss if the raid boss has less than 50% health? Nothing, I don't think. I think it just does some damage. I don't think that doesn't affect raid bosses.
It doesn't work like that.
Just like Rex has that percent of health. That doesn't work against raid bosses like that either. It'll still probably do some damage, but not obviously 50. Won't kill it.
That would be
that'd be nuts, dude. Savage would be the #1 character in the game then, obviously. This is Paul at Hungry Paulie. Do you think Nihilus behind Zeta is going to be too broken? Could you see it getting nerfed?
No. I think it'll be fine. I think he's I think he's a really good character. I don't think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna be like the. You know, he's not. He's not gonna be like. There is no meta changing. Just got to have them characters right now. I mean, everybody. There are so many good teams right now and so many good players right now that I don't think they need to nerf anything. I mean, they're just making everything so good that, I mean, you could run a Finn team right now. You could run a Phasma team right now. You could run a Sith team. You could run a Jedi team. You could run a Palpatine team. You could run a Zader team. You could run a Maul team. I mean, you could run a Rogue One team. I mean, there's so many teams right now that are viable that it's like it's never the game has never been in a better place than it is right now.
Yeah, I agree, man. There's a lot. I see a lot of different teams on the Arena Shard. It's very interesting. Lots of good options out there. I think for me, I'm gonna go with Darth Maul next. I think I'm going Maul. I think I'm gonna do it. I was thinking Vader, but I don't know. I just like Maul. I think he's got some cool stuff. So I might gear him up and then go for a Zeta on him. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you
You're
posted.
You're jumping on the Maul train?
I'm kind of thinking so. Or I could just be a real jerk and finish off my bays and go for Barriss, Zeta her, and then have my General Kenobi 5s, Zeta Barriss, what I say, Bays, Barriss, General Kenobi 5s, and then another taunter in there. Boy, that would...
Well, another thing that people were thinking about, or that people are thinking about, is this Barriss Zeta with Nihilus lead, right? Because of the health.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering how that'll work.
I don't think they can't be healed by his lead though. It has to be health steal. It's the only way they can be healed. So
throwing your B2 into that team comp. I've been coming up against pretty much that team in Galactic War.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about B2 because people were saying put another taunter in there. But I again, like you just said, I mean, going back to B2, he's just so good. The only problem with B2, he doesn't do a ton of damage. That's the only bad thing about him.
You don't need another taunter in there if you've got 5s in there, because typically Kenobi will give him the taunt because he's a support,
yep.
so he'll get the taunt buff.
You got 5s that can taunt, you got Kenobi that can taunt, and you got Baze that can taunt. Then you got Barriss in there to give the heals, and then you got B2 to be able to
take away the buffs on the other team. It's really annoying. I'd say I could spend 5 minutes constantly just trying to hack down those characters on that node.
B2 is probably the closest character in the game to being OP right now.
Yeah, he's good, man. I mean, if you take him out early, he's not. Obviously he's not a threat at all. But if you can't, man, he's just a pain in the butt for sure. So now it's time to join us for the live show after party in the LordSkunk.com Discord voice chat. To connect with us, go to LordSkunk.com/Discord. If you're new to Discord and you've never been in Discord before, when you join the LordSkunk.com Discord server, just look off to the left. Look down, there'll be the text channels first. Those are just for text chatting. And scroll down, you'll see at the bottom of that list, there's another section for voice chat. Just jump in the Galaxy of Heroes channel with us, and you'll be able to you can talk to us, you can listen in, and hear what we're talking about, whatever. But it is interactive for everybody that watches the live show. You're more than welcome to come over there and hang out with us. It is the absolute best live show after party on the internet. It is the #1 recommended, the #1 rated. Okay, live show after party. So make sure you head over to LordSkunk.com/Discord. You'll connect with us. If you're watching the replay of this, you can still connect with us. Connect with thousands of other Galaxy Heroes players. We talk about all kinds of stuff over there. So come over, check that out with us. Thank you so much to all of our guests. Thank you to all of the people in the chat tonight. It was amazing. If you're new here, welcome. Hit that like and subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. You will be notified when we go live. And a big reminder, head over to LordSkunk.com/promo. Make sure you get in for that drawing. Cutoff for entries and bonus entries is going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, February 19th. The live show, special edition 1-year anniversary party live broadcast will happen on Sunday, February 19th, starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be giving away all kinds of goodies. We're going to have trivia. We're going to go through more of these Sith characters, all kinds of stuff. I'm going to give you my top 10 favorite characters since I started playing the game. I'll give you my top 10 list for that. So All kinds of good stuff. Make sure you head over and check that out on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, just like we do on Fridays, it'll be on Sunday, a special live broadcast. Thank you to all you guys that have stuck with me. Thank you for all the people that have been around since day one, a year ago almost, that we started the channel, man. It's really cool. Thank you so much. Thank you to all Team Skunk, all the viewers, all the LordSkunk.com community, all the people that have contributed to this. Thank you to Remon. Thank you to McLeod for hanging out. Talon, Cheeky Cutie, all the people that we have on as guests. Love it so much. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you guys soon. And connect with us over in the after party right now.